Hey, what's up, everybody, man? So, the Bills, they finally made the decision to trade Stefon Diggs. This was something that was highly anticipated for a lot of reasons, but they finally traded Stefon Diggs. They traded him along with a 5th and 6th round pick in exchange for a 2nd round pick from the Houston Texans. So, this is how I personally feel about the trade. Just the breakdown of the trade and the details, it just lets it be known that they traded Stefon Diggs because they just wanted to get rid of him. Plain and simple, they just wanted to get rid of him. You feel me? Either that or Stefon Diggs requested a trade behind closed doors. But realistically, they just wanted to get rid of Stefon Diggs, bro. Think about the trade compensation. You gave up Diggs. Actually, let's backtrack. Look at the fucking roster, bro. Look at the roster. Look at the wide receiver depth. They don't even have a solidified wide receiver too. Gabe Davis was that. Gabe Davis is no longer there. Who else they got up next? Like Khalil Shakir, whatever his name is. They got him and some other dudes that nobody really knows. You feel me? Like, they don't have a solidified wide receiver too. They got tight end and stuff, but Diggs really was that guy. He was the best offensive weapon on the team, and Diggs was the only reliable receiver on the roster. Why would you trade Diggs if you're trying to compete for a Super Bowl? Remember, I mean, if y'all just look at the article or y'all watch the interview, the owner said they still want to compete at the highest level. This is not some tanking shit that they own. They're not on that. You feel me? So, realistically, if you're not trying to tank, you're trying to win a Super Bowl, why would you trade your only receiver? When your quarterback just came off one of his sketchiest years since he was young. You feel me? He out there throwing these dumbass passes and shit like when he was in the early his career. So, if that's the case, why would you trade away his most reliable target, his best receiver, his best offensive player? It makes no sense, bro. It literally doesn't make sense. Then on top of that, you take $30-something million in fucking dead money hit. It just doesn't make sense. So, all that being said, and probably some more stuff I'm leaving out, it just didn't make sense for them to trade Stefon Diggs. But they did it, and, by default, we going to see how it plans out for Buffalo. But, Buffalo, they just need receivers, at this point. So, they trade Diggs, and, Diggs goes to the Texans, and this is how it really going to be for the Texans. Diggs, he's 30 years old. You can argue and say he's washed. You can say he's regressed. I don't think he's washed. I think he's still got a lot in the tank. I think he's still a wide receiver one in the league. I think he's still top 10 and stuff like that. But realistically, he's 30 years old, bro. Y'all already know how I go with these receivers or players in general. He probably got about 2 more highly productive years or productive enough years in the league to where he's relevant, and then he's done. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out as far as the Texans. The Texans, they're a good team. They're young. They had success last year. They made the playoffs. They won a game in the playoffs. But is this a team that's about to be making it to the Super Bowl in the next 2 years? Because remember, Stefon Diggs' issue out there in Buffalo is that they weren't winning. You feel me? He was crying about them getting to a certain point and just not getting past that point. And he had his moments, obviously, where he was mad at Josh Allen because Josh Allen wasn't giving him the opportunities he needed. I think C.J. Stroud to give Diggs his opportunities. I think C.J. Stroud knows how to elevate players. I think he knows how to use his talent. We've seen him do a lot with, less talented wide receivers. So I think that him and Diggs will be cool, but it's just, does winning really play that big of a role as far as if he wants to be on the team or not? That's the biggest question, man. But, it's definitely a steal for the Texans. You give up a 2nd round pick. You also get a 5th and 6th round pick in exchange as far as draft capital. And you get Stefon Diggs, and you can afford to take the contract. The contract really ain't about nothing. You just use the contract to get some draft compensation. But looking at the Texans, they got a lot of young players. All those players, including a franchise quarterback so far, C.J. Stroud, is on rookie deal. Tank Dell, rookie deal, who was on pace for 1,200 yards. Nico Collins, I'm pretty sure he's still on his rookie deal too. He can't be making too much. A lot of these players are on cheap deals, bro. They can afford it, man. So hopefully he helps elevate them and make them a top team in the AFC or solidify a top team, because people didn't really expect them to really be as good as they did last year. People probably expect them to fall off this year, man. So we'll see. But yeah, Buffalo, man, I don't know, man. I think this move was strictly just to get rid of Stefon Diggs. Damn, excuse me. But yeah, let me know what y'all know what y'all think in the comment section though, man. Do you feel like the Bills messed up? Do you feel like the technical? How do you feel, man? Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I got more content coming soon.